Here's my $100 marketplace find Sandblaster, and here's the few upgrades that I did to it after I got to where I couldn't get it to work. I think I ended up with like $185 or less in this. Not too shabby, very happy with my purchase. Marketplace find of the day. We're in business now. I believe everything will fit in there that I need to fit in there. Needs a little cleaning up and a little adjusting on it. No big deal. Looks like it's got about a bag of sand off down in there. That's good enough for who it's for, I guarantee you. Checking out my new toy I got last night. And I got looking here before I tried to do too much with it. And the sand has gotten wet. It looks like it's got almost a whole bag of sand. But it's got all these clumps in it. So I'm gonna have to sift through that clumps and get that cleaned up. And then we'll see if this bad boy works. I come up with a more modern method after I got through fooling with this thing though. Alright, squeezing this lumps out of this sand was killing my hands. And I'm looking in here, I was going to go in there and see if I could find me a hammer end. And check this out, this is an actual real live antique buttermilk churn. Watch this. Putting it back to use. This is why I don't throw nothing away. Look at that, boom. Look at that. Ha! There you go. I just thought it was time to get started. About 5 hours later was when it was time to get started, and you'll see what I mean in the next few minutes. Oh my goodness, but I got it. All right, let's see if it'll fit. That's gonna be bad if that don't fit in there since I bought that thing for these wheels to go in there. I should have test fitted this before I made an embarrassing video, hadn't I? But hey. Oh, look here. Look at that. Look at that. Never mind. I'll take it back. Boom. That's perfect. Perfect. All right. I'm back out here with my Sandblaster. Do a little more work on it. Between the last little section and this one, I've been man shopping. Got me a hood and stuff for when we do the other car over here. I got me a small handheld one. I got me a light to go inside the cabinet. I got me a vacuum cleaner to hook up to it to get the dust out of it. And I got me an ultrasonic parts cleaner that I just wait to see how well that thing right there goes. And I got me some nozzles for my gun because I think that is how come I couldn't get it to work. So we'll find out here. Now if I can just get this blasted thing off of here. I was very close to letting out some bleepers right here, but I didn't. The milk churn deal might have been cool, but this right here really works a whole lot better and a lot easier. Well, when you got clumpy sand, you take one of these paint mixers and your drill, take it out. Gotta get the clumps out of your sand. How about that? I ain't cheap, I'm thrifty. Look at that. Wish I'd have thought of that earlier. All that busting it up with your hand. Look there, nothing to it. Who knew? Check it out. I can't believe how good that works. Literally took like 60 seconds to fix that whole bag. Boom. All right, so it's cold and rainy here at the house, so I can't do anything out on the car. I'll be so glad when I get out here and get started on it. I'm probably going to take some pieces off, but I've got some things to do today to try to get this got to be done anyway. Sandblaster, I went and got some stuff as I showed there in the first one, and I seen a little hack here on how to look here, so that way my light ain't gonna get messed up. Just a little old cheap light I bought, lights that thing up in there really good. I'm gonna obviously have to get me some more of these. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this vacuum cleaner hooked up on there and mounted up on that. I'm gonna try to put me some wheels on this thing to where when I get done with it I can move it out and see if I can get this thing working here. I'm not a hoarder. I just knew that sooner or later I'd need this box of bolts and all these pieces of pipe and stuff you're fixing to see me use. So my wife's always like, why you keep all these old odd bolts and screws and stuff? Well, because I knew one day that I'd need them. So my little used sandblaster we're trying to get ready here needed a couple of screws and stuff in it, and look at that. Bam, saved me a trip to town. All right, I saved you the agony of me going through boxes and 5-gallon buckets full of stuff up in my attic, in my barn. But what I done was, after my friend being over here, when we was trying to get this thing to work, he was showing me and his on the bottom, I'll try to put a picture on there, he emailed me, but it had, the pickup was actually a drain right there. So I got up in there and got in the barn and looked through all my, why in the world are you keeping all that stuff, buckets and stuff, and I found what it's going to take to put a lower gravity feed for the sand, and I think that's going to take care of it and make it a whole lot better. So we'll see if that works or not. So I took the trap door off the bottom, drilled a hole in it in the hole sauce. Then I come over here and I got these pieces that I had up there, like I said earlier, they're in the buckets. First one didn't work because it wouldn't seal it off. But then the next one I went up here and I got, look at that. That seals that off there just fine. And this side over here, I left the gasket on it to where it would go on there. So all I have to do now is just screw that together. And believe it or not, the hose for the siphon thing is this size right here. Boom, we got it. I didn't spend not a dime. These are the still pictures of it. I'll explain it a little bit better in the video that's coming up next. But when I put it on there, it would not do it. It would just clump up and go. I forgot, as you see that little black thing, to put a vent tube on it. I'm going to actually go and get a better one, but that made it work. Yes, I made every bit of that mess all by myself. Okay, I'm back again. Couldn't get it to work. Wouldn't siphon. I tried and tried and tried to where I wouldn't seem stupid, and also have to borrow my buddy again that's already done this. And he sends me a picture, and it's like, really? So you have to put a little vent down here for when you put this on the bottom. Now that's just a makeshift because I was bound and determined. I've been out here all day trying to get this beast to work. So I'm gonna go get me a T-fitting. I'll go get me a T right here to put this in, and I'm actually going to use this ball valve right here for my pressure to where I can adjust it up and down. Now it's just open, but it does work. Turn the vacuum cleaner on. Oh wait, didn't even turn it. May not can hear me, but I turned my vacuum cleaner on. I put on there for the thing. Check it out. But it is working. Maybe you can see on that one. Anyway, I got it working. Just simply had to move and put that vent down on the bottom. This is so much better. You wouldn't think this would be that hard. Maybe this little video right here will help some of y'all not struggle as much as I did. Anyway, I hope it does. Now just get on to get to work. Look at that. As one of my oldest buddies would say, yeah, baby. Look at that. Got it to work. Look at there. Not too shabby. $182 later.